meaning that Erin Brooks and Y.Hopkins are getting their heat started. This is the overlapping format, so Erin and Yolanda aren't allowed to take any waves that Sally and Vahine want. That's the priority heat. So if you're ever looking at your score bug on your screen, a little stuck there. Yolanda is able to get started. Hopkins drills the lip line a couple of times and finds a nice, easy rhythm quickly against Erin Brooks. And our surfer from Portugal kicks out.
That backhand hook, as we see here, streaking down the line. She'll square up off the bottom here. Kind of gets a little drift on this second turn. You can see just the fin slightly drifting through the turn. But nice top to bottom action here for Yolanda.
Seeing if she can improve on that. Sally already needs at least something in the 7 range. And Erin Brooks finding some room here. Surfer representing Canada lights up the first section. Goes over the white water on that one, pushes off the top. And just slipping off, looking for something major. But nice to see the non-priority heat get started, Richie.
Yeah.
And Sally, meanwhile, is just dropping anchor out there. And then also here, Erin Brooks on her opening wave, getting started.
I did get excited when Erin got to her feet, just seeing what she can do. That first turn was really nice. Slightly hung up on the second and then found some speed during that third.
Elimination heats anymore. Straight into one-on-one matchups. Here's Yolanda in the heat with Erin Brooks. Yolanda getting out in front. Nice tag off the lip. Good patience off the bottom, and then puts it right back off the top again, throwing some water off the rails. She is loving this pocket. Throwing some nice backside snaps and still swinging a yo-yo. Finding some really good sections under priority of heat number 1. That's a wave that Sally would love to tee off on. But she's sitting in a different part of this lineup here at Manu Bay.
Section. She also threw heaps of water out the back here. Rich and I were looking at each other and like pleasantly nodding our head because this was such a fun wave here for Yo-Yo. That turn was a bit of a setup turn to really start to slingshot her down the line here. See how this wave starts to bend back. Yo-Yo doesn't need to chase or move from the pocket. She is just perfectly in flow zone with this bowl, just allowing her to tee off time and time again.
That's a tough one when you wait that long. Here we go, live action with Erin.
Erin Brooks just has that fun style where she's just ready to do something big, already off her first turn, then to a snap. The Canadian throws some water off the rails of that lost surfboard, back to the lip again. She is so quick. Quick little jam there to keep those rails moving. So prepared. So strong in her performance, and she puts that one together brilliantly in the non-priority heat. 2 great scores coming in for Yolanda and also Erin Brooks, and then the fall for Sally Fitzgibbons.
Let's have a look at the replay here. I did like this wave from Erin. Almost a little stall at the start, but great timing on the opening carve there. Connects with the lip. Gets nice and tight on that third wrap. And then a beautiful rhythm, almost vertical on this turn down the line. Little check turn, and that these final carves here with a little bit more sting and engagement with the rail.
More waves on the way. Priority is with Vahine Fierro, and then the non-priority heat. Priority is with Yolanda over Erin Brooks. Hopkins on the wind-up, and she goes straight up and then straight down to kick out. That one's going to leave her behind.
Something that was so impressive, and you can see they're really trying to bring that onto the championship tour now.
Yolanda and Erin Brooks are the priority heat now, and the backhand's already warmed up for Yo-Yo. Putting that one in the right spot, but she just ends up going down. And now it'll be Erin Brooks. Erin Brooks spicing up that section. Nice paced wrap to see if this wave will build for her, and she will step into action again. Another quick snap off the lip. Brooks pushing into the pocket. Spending a ton of time in wave pool systems around the world.
Raglan roast, if you're going to get filled up and get jacked up on this comp, this is where you come. The mean bean wrap.
100%. That is delicious, Vano. You deserve it.
So good, Joe.
Can you put my order in, actually?
Yeah, what would you like, bro?
Same thing as you, man.
Little soy cap.
Beautiful.
I'm going to beat you. Like, it must be such a funny mindset for Carissa to find herself in.
3:15 on the clock. Erin Brooks will use priority on this wave as she blows the fins out the back, like you guys are talking about, going a bit high, risking it with the fin drift.
From Erin, and I think that's what we're all expecting from Erin on these waves right now. It's just with that high tide, if you're going to go for that approach, you need speed.
Paddling into this one is Yolanda. As she winds up, goes for a nice speed turn through the pocket, snaps it. Third maneuver is a big wind up into another off the top. She will drop back in and get that completion into another slash on the open face, finding her rhythm and just belting it numerous times. You can see a little chatter on her rails, dealing with that lump and bump, but just powering through. She's going to take this one to the boat ramp if she can. Just getting out of there. Checking her Apple Watch, sees that she's got 2:10 on the clock, chasing a 6.25, Richie.
Oh, I think there was just a couple of moments there where she got a little hung up. You're looking for that one big explosive moment, and that's potentially what Erin's going to do on this wave.
Erin Brooks with 1:45 to go. Beautiful wrapping carve. Jams it on the second move. Third turn, throwing some water quickly through 3 big majors, and there's a 4th. Erin loads up again for another quick snap. So solid, so strong. Puts in so much hard work.
A little bit more would have been slightly more convincing to get her up into that 6-point range. Erin again.
Erin just up and out, managing her clock and also just managing her just surf stoke to be having a fun. Great job to all you that picked Erin as your power surfer. Getting some points there. Moving on into the second round. Great job, Rich.
Erin, it was a tricky heat, but you just nailed it from the start. It looked like you didn't really take your foot off the gas, and surfing on the left as well. It's a different side of you we haven't seen this year yet.
Yeah, I've definitely been looking forward to going left. This spot couldn't have came any faster. Our first 3 were right, so I'm really stoked to be on the left. It was super windy out there, but I don't know, I was just so stoked.
As well, this is your first time in New Zealand ever, and coming here and surfing this wave, it's tricky, it's difficult to get used to, but once you kind of find those sweet spots, it makes it easy, and it looks like you found that in your free surfs, and it really showed in that heat.
I don't know about that. I mean, I was kind of like clenching my toes as hard as I could out there to make sure I stayed on the board. I was super, super nervous. I haven't really had the best start of the year, so it was really important to me to make that heat. So I'm just thankful to the Lord for letting me stay on my feet and get the waves that I did in my heat.
We saw a bunch of clips in your Red Bull Nowadays film as well, going left. I was really excited to see you in that heat. I think, you've got that real progressive approach. Are we going to see a little taste of that throughout this event?
I hope so. I mean, yeah, I'm stoked you watched the movie. We had all of our premieres, and I'm just really excited that it's out. Hopefully we get some different conditions, so I'm able to try some airs, because I know a lot of people were messaging me, and that's kind of what they want to see from me. So hopefully I can show them that side of my surfing.
Go big, Erin. Thanks.